Hey healthy people, Dr. Rubina here. Welcome to the RX. Today I'm at the Shady Fertility Center. Under this microscope, I'm looking at embryos, and that's why I'm dressed like this. And we're gonna find out a little bit more about what happens at the center by meeting Dr. Sasson. So let's go into his office. Thanks so much for having us today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for coming.
So we want to talk about fertility because sometimes when we hear that word, it makes us a little bit anxious because we think we have to go right to IVF and some big procedure. But that's not the case.
It's not the case. Fertility treatment doesn't necessarily begin with IVF.
Okay.
Fertility treatment actually begins with getting a good diagnosis.
Okay.
Early diagnosis is important, and early diagnosis includes a semen analysis for the male partner, an HSG to evaluate a woman's fallopian tubes, and most importantly, ovarian reserve testing.
Right. So we want to find out
what's going on.
What's going on? Is there eggs? Is there not eggs?
Is there sperm? Are they meeting each other? We start with low-tech interventions.
Okay.
They may need more advanced treatment to be successful.
Okay.
And more advanced treatment may mean things like in vitro fertilization. Now, IVF, or in vitro fertilization, is a process where women would use medication for about a 12-day period of time to get the follicles in the ovaries to grow. Once they get to be the right size, they'll have a surgical procedure called an egg retrieval, where eggs are recovered from the ovary, and then they're brought here to the IVF laboratory.
Right in this lab. And so an egg retrieval, there can be a couple of options. One being that you're going to be doing the IVF, but two being that you're going to freeze eggs.
Correct. And they get frozen in canisters of liquid nitrogen.
Wow. Look at that. And so you're actually pulling out eggs, like
out. There's lots of test tubes.
Wow, there is. Oh yeah, there's so many.
Each holding a different patient's eggs. So egg freezing, it can be expensive, and it depends on who you talk to. In our practice, we're going to make sure you spend a lot of time with our financial counselor, so you get a detailed accounting of how much everything is going to cost.
Right.
You should probably budget around $8,000 to $10,000 for a single egg freezing cycle. In our practice, we have a number of packages where you can have repeated cycles to store many eggs so that you can really be confident that you'll be able to build your family in the future.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching My New Philly, where something is always new and everything is always Philly.